This is a review for a Morphy Richards Supervac Pro 3-in-1 734055 Deluxe Cordless Vacuum Cleaner. Okay, so I've just took it all apart so you can see the different parts. So I'll start by showing you this, which is the main part of the hoover. It is really light, it's got a handle at the top there. And on the back here, this is where the battery goes in place. I've already put mine in because I've already used it. But once you've put it in, you don't have to put it in again, and it does just click into place. On the front here, you can see the little portal, and that is where you would charge it, and it's just a little bit like a phone charger. You just connect that in, and then you can just plug it into any plug in the house, which I find quite convenient because it doesn't have to be charged in the exact same place. And once you're done, you can just tidy that away. The canister is on the front here. And on the back it does have a little guide to how you need to empty that out into the bin, so it saves you having to go back into the manual. So I'll just show you that bit now. So there's a little silver button here, you just click that, and when you've done that it releases it and you can just slide it out. To empty it, you press the button at the bottom, it pops the lid open, and then you can just shake out anything in there into the bin. Clicks back into place. Here you just need to twist it and pull it out. And it does recommend that this section that you do brush that down after every use. And in the top here with the filter, you've got the little black foam filter there. That just needs to be, it does recommend again quite often to clean that and then let it dry, air dry for 24 hours before you then put it back in and use the vacuum. So I'll just put that back in place. It is really easy to take all that apart, and it just slides back in. Once it's in place, you hear it click. Okay, so like I said, that is the main part of the body. It's not too heavy, it is really light. And there's 3 different ways that you can use the hoover. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you the first one, which I think is the standard one. So to do this, you need to click it onto the main head of the hoover. And then to insert the handle, you need to click these 2 buttons and remove the plastic tube first. And this is the upright handle. That just goes in place there. Now there is 2 ways to turn it on. There's a button down here, which you would then use if you were using the handheld. But you also have a lever which is underneath here, which I find really handy. So you don't have to bend down to turn it on when you're using the upright, you can just do it from here. So I'll go ahead and show you that now. One click will give you a max, and another click will give you min, and then the 3rd click will turn it off. When it's on the max one, it does say that it'll give you about 15 minutes charge, and on the min mode it says it's about 30 minutes. I actually thought I'd need to use max quite a lot, but having used it, I think the min is sufficient for most things in the house. So I'm just going to flick that back with my foot. It's also got there actually some wheels at the back, so you can just, when you're not using it, you can just wheel it along to where you need it, but when you need it, just click it down. I'm going to use the handle, press it once for max. Okay, so I used it first on max mode, then you could hear how it went a little bit lighter in sound, and that would be the min. And when you are finished, you can just let go and it does stand up right by itself, which is a really handy feature. Now I'm just going to go ahead and show you the opposite way to have it in the upright mode. So at the moment we've got the main part of the body of the hoover at the bottom. I'm just going to change that because you can actually have that at the top. So to do that, I'm going to take that handle out, put the little tube back in, and then just need to press these 2 buttons and you pull that straight out. And I'm going to add the silver tubing now, which is the lighter of the 2. Click that in place and then add the bottom head onto it. Now this doesn't stand up as well on its own, it's just a little bit wobbly, but that's just because it's very top heavy. But this is quite a good way to do if you need to go under any type of settees or furniture. Because there's nothing at the bottom, you can then go quite far underneath if you need to. So that's a really good alternative to the upright with the handle. So I'm going to click that back in place. Now while it's in this mode, I'm just going to show you the extra tool that comes with it. So again, I need to press these buttons. Take that one out. And then this is a little tool that comes with it, which is really handy for any corners that you can't get to, or down the side of your skirting boards, maybe even some cobwebs on the ceiling. It is a really light hoover, but if you are doing anything on the ceiling with the cobwebs or anything like